Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Planted Carly Flower. I'm Carly and I'm a plant hobbyist and enthusiast with over 250 plants in her collection. And today I'm going to tell you a little bit how I get ready for the spring and summer months. I realize I'm a little late to this boat because it's already in the thick of it, but I figured better late than never. So these are some things that I do to my plants yearly to go ahead, and well, I do it more than yearly, but I make sure and do it at the beginning of spring and summer to get my plants ready for that great growing season and to get off on the right foot. So let's go ahead and get into it.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time?
Okay guys, so one of the first things I do is I do a little bit of spring cleaning. I go ahead and I move my plants to where I want them to be for the summer. If I had them super close to southern windows in the winter and I know that's a little too much light for them, I go ahead and rearrange them, pull them back away from the windows a little bit because that sun is about to get hot and bright and beautiful and we don't want it to burn the beautiful leaves of our plants. So I definitely do a little bit of rearranging, a little bit of re-landscaping and get everything where it needs to be in order to thrive over the growing season. This might mean you look a little bit into what your plants require as far as light. Are they low light? Are they high light? Do they like direct light? And just get them in a great place where they're gonna thrive and they're gonna go ahead and definitely give you that growth that you're looking for. Another thing I do is I make sure and I wash my windows, both inside and out. I wash the windowsills. I look for any holes in my screens, anything like that that might let pests in so that my plants can flourish and get all the light they need through the window and things like that. I know it's a little weird to think about cleaning your house in order to get your plants prepared, but it actually does let the sun in better when your windows are nice and clean, and you can open your windows and get a nice drafty breeze in the house without worrying about pests flying their way into your home and getting into your plants. So definitely give your house a little spruce up. It's gonna make your plants all the better for it. Another thing that I do is I go ahead and I start packing up my grow lights. I do use grow lights throughout the winter to go ahead and extend those summer hours. But at some point during the summer, the sun's gonna be up here where I live until almost 9 p.m. So I don't need those grow lights any longer. But I'm definitely gonna wanna use them again for the next winter and I don't wanna have to rebuy them all. So I go ahead and I take them down, I clean them, I use a glass safe cleanser, whether it be Windex or whatever you use, and I go ahead and I'll wipe them down, make sure they're free of dirt and dust. I wrap the cords up safely so that they're not pinched or bent too much, and I go ahead and I actually cover the electrical part of the plant with a sock, an old sock or a piece of cloth or even paper towel, something just to keep the dirt and grime from getting onto it. And I go ahead and I store them away. I put them in a box and I put them in my closet, or you can put them in your garage, attic space, basement space, whatever's best for you, just so where you know where they are again. That way when you get them out in the next season, they just need a quick wipe down possibly, and they're ready to put back up and be in great working condition for you. Okay guys, one of the things I do before I even start getting into spring sprucing is I make a great list of plants that I know are going to need a repot in the season. That way that's the first thing I can get out of the way when I start getting to spring cleaning and spring sprucing, is I can go ahead and repot the plants I know are a little too root bound. That way they can start off the season giving me great growth and having plenty of room for their roots to stretch out, and that is one of the first things that I go ahead and take care of. When you're repotting your plants, that is an absolutely great time at the beginning of the spring season to think about switching up your substrate. So if you are wanting to try leca, or you're wanting to try pon or cocoa husks, I have videos for all of those. I'll link them in the description box down below. And that's a great time to think about doing that. Root growth and everything is going to start happening in the spring because it's going to get nice and warm. The days are going to be longer. The sun's going to be bright and beautiful. And that's a great time for your plant to start growing new roots and getting acclimated to new environments. So if you're going to switch up your substrate, absolutely now's the time. Don't forget to check out my videos concerning those things if you want some tips and tricks. Okay guys, once I have my house all ready and the plants set up where I'd like them, time to start sprucing up my plants in general. Some of them have been repotted and are probably already meeting these requirements, but I like to wipe down my pots, clean out my saucers like I've already mentioned, and I like to start thinking about fertilizing for the first time of the season. I do fertilize throughout the winter because I live in a warmer climate and I do still get growth all winter long, but I definitely do start to ramp up my fertilization in the summer. Whereas I fertilize maybe twice a month, once a month, some plants in the winter, I do it every 1 to 2 weeks depending on the plant in the summer. Definitely look into your plant's care requirements. Definitely just do a quick Google search for your plant and you will be able to find a plethora of information on how big of a feeder that your plant is. You can also go ahead and try something called liquid dirt. It's a great every watering fertilizer. It's an all-around plant food that feeds you from the top to the bottom. Every macro and micronutrient your plant requires is in this particular fertilizer or plant food, and you can actually give that to it every single watering, and it's easy to follow the instructions on the care package. I'll put a picture of liquid dirt here so you can see it. And it's easily sought out online, and it's easy to get a hold of. So absolutely, I mean, in the US, I'm in the US, so all my experiences are pertaining to the US. I know it's easy to find in other countries as well, but you might pay a little bit more to get it to you. So I'm sorry about that, but you might be able to find a good every watering fertilizer in your area as well. If you know of one and you don't live in the United States, or even if you do and you know a different one, go ahead and leave it in the comments so that other people can learn and get that information. Okay guys, another thing in the spring that everyone gets the itch to do is propagation. Propagation is a lot of fun. It's a great way to either share or grow your plant collection or make your plants fuller. You can propagate and then replant it back into your plant and give you a nice, more fuller effect without having to actually purchase more plants. You can do propagates and you arrange trades to get plants that you don't have for plants that you already have. Propagations are a lot of fun and I definitely recommend them. Spring is a great time to start taking some propagations from your plants because they'll be able to recover and grow new growth really quickly. And for some plants, even pruning your plants, taking propagations can encourage them to start shooting out new growth. So I highly recommend looking into your plant's propagations and how that's done, and definitely start propagating because it'll give you stuff to trade and to grow and to love all summer long. Okay guys, well thank you so much for joining me for that little trip through spring cleaning. These are just some things that I do to get ready for the spring and summer seasons. What are some things you do that I didn't mention? Put them down in the comments and let everybody else learn from you as well. Thank you so much for watching my video and sticking with me this long. Please don't forget to find me on Instagram and TikTok. My links are down below. And I really appreciate every single one of you for being here and watching my videos. I really hope you get to spend lots of wonderful time in the sun this spring with your plant babies. Have a good one, guys.